No, no, James, no! No, James, no! Okay, I've got my gun out. That's fun. Put it away, James. So, welcome back. This is episode 6. We're still in the hospital. And the, I don't know if I'd call it the fog world at this point or the in-between world. Let's see. Literally raining. I think it's the fog world. We're in James's wet world. So, last thing we were doing was, I think we got the key for L1. So, it's on the other side of the map. Cool. And we were talking about a game about the shepherds, I think it was, wasn't it? That they should bring back the shepherds as a story and actually go through their story and their link with oh Jesus, scared myself there. Go through their story of Silent Hill. So I think that'd be pretty interesting. I think it would be anyway. Haven't run across anything yet, but then again, we've only been back at this for what, a minute 30? Okay. God, when it's dark, it is dark. Okay. Figure out where we're going, but first we have to get bullets. I want to find out where I'm supposed to push this thing, so I don't just want to start pushing it. Aim right there. Okay. Now, is it better to... What the hell was that? Ah, crap. Hold on. I'm stuck. Where are you? Where? Man, they'd be playing games over here. Okay. Let's get this over here. There we go. I love how these things just automatically stop and break when you get them to the right place. That seems a little too convenient. But I guess at least it makes it easier for the player, right? Because game mechanics are a thing that sometimes I think some developers don't think about. And Bloober Team did a really good job at this, just in general. That's something we could talk about. About the girl in today. I moved her to the corner bed. Okay. Because I think I mentioned it in episode 1. But when a lot of people heard about Bloober Team being the ones to make this game, they were skeptical. And when I think Bloober Team made Layers of Fear, I think that was one of their games. Give me a second to look that up. This time I'm just going to look it up on my phone so I'm not like doing weird stuff on the recording. But I'm pretty sure they did Layers of Fear. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And there's some other horror game that they did. I think the first one they did wasn't exactly a hit with much of anybody. But it wasn't bad either. Okay, they did Chronos. Oh no, that's what they're working on. Layers of Fear, Medium. Medium wasn't a bad game. The Observer. Oh, the Blair Witch. That might have been the game that some people were a little bitchy about. But I actually really enjoyed Layers of Fear. I wanted to play the Blair Witch game, but I don't play a lot of horror games. And the only reason I'm really playing this one is because, it's one of my favorite games. And there's just so much to unpack in this game. Also, warning for the kids out there. If you're a child, you shouldn't be playing this. You shouldn't be watching this. Please either ask your parents or get your parents to watch it with you. Because I never know where we're going to end up with this particular session of the playthrough, so I never know what we're going to be talking about. And this game in general is just not appropriate for children. Come on, James. Use those muscles. You know, question for somebody out there. How heavy are a set of lockers? Like, isn't the way they were set up with the feet that make them hard to push over, or are they just genuinely heavy? And I thought that fall took us into the nightmare realm, but I guess not. We don't get there until we get the bracelets, I don't think. Why don't they keep me in here with him? You know, they do call this, what is this, Brookhaven Hospital? I think when we think hospital, we just immediately think people who are physically ill. Ah, there's one of them. Okay. What room are we in so we can mark that? The pool, medical records, okay. Because we gotta figure out, is there something here, or, oh, you're just doing your thing. You know, a field I've always wanted to get into, and I kind of wish I was, oh shit! Where the hell did you even come from? Jesus. Probably crawled in the same way I came in. Okay, I was not ready for that. We are on the first floor. Oh, nice. Okay, this works. And I think we got a new key too recently, didn't we? But anyway, psychology and it's the way the human brain works is one of those things I've always been interested in. And I kind of wish I would have gone through that. That's what I would have gone to school for. Nope. No key. Here we are. Key items. We don't have anything yet. Okay. But, and I do a fair amount of studying on it anyway, but, you know, studying mental patients. And I don't want to, I do kind of hate saying mental patients because it feels a little derogatory. Where am I going? I can't get to the pool that way, but I think we can go to the lobby. Yeah, kind of like how we got through to the director's office. But yeah, I don't want to use the word mental patient. But you don't want to call them mentally ill. I mean, The point is, I've just been interested in... God... Key of Sorrow. We're not going to be using the Key of Sorrow. I think we can actually... Nope, that's a nightmare door. Can we go through here? Nope. This was records, wasn't it? So... No, we fell to the floor, so there's nowhere we can go there. Cafeteria is not open to us yet. We have to get to the pool. Oh, wait a minute. I know. We can go back to the second floor, because there's that other stairwell that we could have gone through. And I didn't find it initially. Oh wait, we can just do this. Never mind the elevator. I like to take the stairs. And yeah, we can go straight through, and that should jump us on the other side of that locked door. But before we do all that, I think it's important we come in here, we check on Mary. Okay, she's changed position, so...
Hey. Any luck finding Laura?
Not yet. How are you holding up?
I'll be okay. Just need a bit more rest. James. Thanks for checking up on me. It's very sweet of you.
Yeah. Get some rest. I'll be back soon.
Okay, we'll get back to the psych stuff later, because that's another one of those interactions to talk about. Oops. Jesus Christ, 198 bullets? I could just shoot everything. So if you've noticed so far between the interactions with James and Mary Maria... Oh, okay, we can't. Oh, we can't. Damn it. We can't go that way. I know there's another staircase here. But anyway, she is very... That takes us to where we were. The elevator's on the other side, so that's not going to help. And that elevator's broken. We've already been to the nurse's lounge. Director's office, safe. Well, you know what? Let's go to the director's office real fast. And dump this bracelet. But anyway, if you've noticed her, just the way she acts with him, she seems very... She's okay touching him at, like, every moment. Oh, I thought I cut her head off for a minute. Now, in the society we live in now, you just don't touch people. I'm waiting until we get to the point where people are like, you can't touch your spouse, because whatever reason they may have. But, she's always ready to be in his personal space. So there's obviously, she has some kind of familiarity with him. And like I said, I think he's just being so stupid right now. He doesn't see that that's just Mary. I figure out the hell I'm going. So we can't go to there. I guess we could try to go up to floor 3 and see if there's something there. As a matter of fact, I think that's what we're supposed to do, because we will run into the disease, and he will shove us down a bell tower or something like that. However, we don't have the rooftop key access, or roof access key. Oh, right! We have to talk to this little pain in the butt. Oh, something's here. Didn't even give her a chance. I wouldn't give her a chance. Still something around though. And I'm sure it's a nurse, because I think the nurses... I want to say they're the most intelligent monsters in the game. Maybe the mannequins. Maybe. There's also some other ones that we could... Okay. Right, left, right. So we gotta get the numbers. I don't think we have those numbers yet. But maybe we can find those numbers in here. Oh wait, they moved that other patient. So this is the observation room. Okay. Nothing in there. Let's see. D1. Nothing here. Something is very... Whoa. Observation. Okay. 009. What did you find, buddy? D1. Well, that's where the other bracelet is. Anyway, back to Mary and her touchiness. Obviously she wants to be close to James. But that familiarity there, like... I don't know many people. Even if this was the 90s, or the 80s, that were so comfortable just touching other people like that. So that's that. There's really not much to that part of the theory. There just isn't. We know she is...
Hey, are you okay?
Go away!
Don't be afraid. I just want to talk.
That is one of the latest reactions I've ever seen. This dude popped off a whole sentence before she paid any attention and ran away. If I were her, I would have dipped at hay. Okay. I'm just gonna poke around a bit more. D3, that is not the observation room. That's this way. Haha. Oh, what's down here? Oh, bullets. And we should have plenty of bullets to take on Flesh Lips here. Because we're just going to... Damn it. We're just going to use the shotgun for that. So it's going to be one of the few times we use the gun. Other than when we fight Mary at the end. Oh wait, can we just break this window? There we go. Inner ward. That should get us to the pool. Oh, it'll get us somewhere. I don't know where, but it'll get us somewhere. We'll figure it out later. So the one thing about these... So when we're in the, Blue Creek Apartments, plenty to talk about, because that one actually moves really fast. Andrew's radiology is requested. Looks like the file is incomplete. Okay, Find the pictures. Got it. Let's take that. And then we'll stick it on here. Because... Oh, inventory. Okay. Now there is a way to... Something about... There's a bug on my screen. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, hold on. Because this is how we get the... How we get the... That's not what I wanted. The password, I think, for that code. And then there's marks. That are supposed to line up. That one goes there, it looks like. This one goes there. 4. Okay. So we got 4. Cool. In Blue Creek, it was easier to talk about things because it was just it's shorter. But once we're in here, it just, okay, giant circle. It just takes a while before things actually happen. And I think once we get done with here, because luckily this game doesn't have a school, so we don't have to go to a school. But that's the second floor. So we need to go back down to the first floor. But we will go drop in on Mary before we... Maria, whatever you want to call her. Before we head to the inner ward. Which we need to go this way anyway because apparently there's that gate there that we couldn't get through. Yeah, I mean, like, if Labyrinth, there's not going to be a whole lot until we just face the other way now. Until we get to Big Daddy. Why am I walking? Okay. That's weird. But something else about Maria. She's... Where are the stairs? I'll walk right past them. She gets sicker and sicker as time goes on. And... Screw it. And, I'm kind of wondering if she gets sicker because she's failing at her mission at persuading James to love her. You know? Like, it's kind of showing... That's her illness, or whatever you want to say. Oh, is that a jockstrap? That's a jockstrap. That's kind of funny. Okay, inner ward. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. So let's go this way. That door wasn't open before. Yeah, these... Oh my god. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Is it dead? I'm pretty sure the other one's gonna come in here. And as much as I want to look around... Yeah. Yeah. So typically, at least in some of my playthroughs, the nurses have heard me and then have come through the doors. Because they are relentless. I mean, they are some of the slowest enemies in the game, but they are relentless. Wait, back to the illness. I just... Ooh, hold on. I am thinking that she ends up getting sicker and sicker as she fails to persuade James. Yep, that was it. Yeah, we really can't give them a chance. There we go. Okay. Good. So that should open up, yeah, that door, so it makes it easier for us to make circles. Because Lord knows we're going to be walking in circles. Oh, there's something over here. Where are you? Haven't seen one of them in a while. And those aren't the explodey ones, so I think we're safe there. Cool, this door opens up. Oh, that scared me a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we can find in here. Because there's always loot to be found. James, now is not the time. This is the one drawback to this weapon. Sometimes you'll be in the heat of the moment and James will decide to strike a pose, you know, or he'll get all primal on our asses. Let's see. We really just can't leave them any shots. And consider the fact that they get back up regularly. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. It's customary, you gotta check the stalls. It's just the way it goes. Thank you, James. That's true. Interesting that the women's is open and the men's isn't. That was a bold move. Okay. I can't read that. So the ball's deep inside. The mold remove gets rid of it for a while. And then it reappears the exact same spots. We need to get in there. Break it all down. And root it out. Well, maybe, if you clean the trash chutes. You know, this place is much cleaner than the baker's house. Shit. There we go. Okay. Thought there was another nurse around here, but we are in the cafeteria now, if I remember correctly. Oh, there he goes. That's the drawback of this weapon. It's slower. And in the middle of battle, he'll just decide to strike a pose, and then he'll get hit. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And it's like, you just scream and cuss because Apparently, James thinks he's in an anime or something. Actually, now's a pretty good time to save. Okay, where are we headed to? The dryer room. We haven't tried to get to the dryer room yet. That was the room that was right in front of us, wasn't it? I just... oh, god damn it. I just kind of ignored it. That space should open up once we get into the Nightmare Hospital. Which I don't remember what the name of that hospital is. Oh, right. I saw this and I just ignored it. Oh, jeez. Some of the most primal screams I've heard yet. There should be something in here. There he goes again. Look at him. Sneak through here, and... oh, there's nothing in here, so that's good. Oh. Oh, right, I remember this part now. Okay. I've got a crap ton of restoratives. Okay, there is a hose that we need. He got out of the pool, which I think we find in the pool, actually. Sedated. I wanna be sedated. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Okay, that should make life easier for us. And then it's time to fight. Like, honestly, I think it's gonna be important to just kill everything here. Okay, where'd you go? Where are you? There you are. Because there is a fair amount of stuff around here. Oh, it's locked. Damn it. But there's a... I know there's a way to get in here. There we go. And... yep. I was gonna say, I think there's a mannequin in here. Because I would have put a mannequin in here. Just to be a jerk. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Unlock it, James. Come on. There you go. Oops. Wrong button. I just be hitting all the wrong buttons right now. Oh, shit. Just had to check over there. There's something about the rain with this game, too. And we can't say that it's been raining the whole time. That's why it's wet in James's Fog World. Because this is the first time we've actually seen the rain. There's something in here, if I remember correctly. And then it still points back to when you fight Mary. It's raining during Mary's fight at the end of the game. Let's just deal with this real fast. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be something bigger. I'm assuming there's going to be a mannequin somewhere. That's what I need. Perfect. And then we will just go right back outside. And through the other windows. I think that's going to be the fastest way. Oh, god damn it. I knew there was one in here. I knew it. Ugh. Wrong button. let's see. Unless we can get through... We gotta get through the hatch, so that's obvious. Pharmacy drain. Oh, we could just run straight through. Okay, so we don't have to actually go outside. Though I think outside might be faster? I know, we have to check. Oh, we don't have a key for that. I actually think what's in the drain is the key to the pool, and how that got into the drain is beyond me. Like, even if this hospital wasn't full of nightmare fuel, it's questionable in a lot of ways. Okay. Let's combine that with this. Yeah. That key is right there. He could. He's put his hand and his arm in some of the most disgusting things, and he can't just get his little pinchers and get down there. I mean, James is a disgusting person right now. Cool. Yep. Okay. Once again, easiest way to get there. Why are y'all getting up so often? Absolutely not. Okay, and I think there's a bunch of stuff in the pool too that we have to... There was steam there, if you saw that. I think that was just me jumping in here. So, James... Cool. Perfect. Wow. That is the fastest rating pool in the world. I don't know if they're dead or not, but we are sawing. Okay, if the wall was this busted, didn't it just tell me to hit the right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, just once? Cool. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, back to the director's office so we can drop this thing off. And honestly, it might be a good idea to go see Maria as well. Just make sure she's... Wait, where are the stairs at? Okay, yeah, I'm going the right way. I mean, she's not like... Oh no, she does disappear at one point. So that is a story beat we need to check. Either way, we just gotta check on her often. Okay, she's still here. And mind you, I'm not basing any of my theories directly off of the Maria ending. However, I think the lead ending, and that's the ending when he leaves with, what's her name? Laura. And oddly enough, I think if there's a way for people to come back to life in Silent Hill, I think that's the way he would have done it. That, he's now living with his guilt and his grief. And that's what Laura represents. So like, yeah, maybe he leaves the town with her. But then also maybe he leaves the town with Maria in the Maria ending. Are they just, they go to a different type of Silent Hill where they're not being chased by monsters all the time and they just live their death out. That is a statement. They just death for the rest of their days. How's that? Okay. Check this again. Treatment room. Hopefully the treatment room is open. I know we've checked it, but nurses lounge. Treatment room. Here we go. Nope. Okay. So getting in here is our next goal. And this should all be... The code has been reset. Doctor's lounge. Like I said, I don't want anyone writing it down on little pieces of paper for me to find. Be responsible. What did he say? In the nurse's lounge? That's on... Shit. X-ray viewer, combination lock, Laura. You know what we can do? We can just come in here. We can read it again. Eating in the doctor's lounge. Okay, doctor's lounge. That's where we need to head. Some kind of lounge. So, the doctor's lounge is... where? Nurse's station. It's gotta be on the first floor. Medical directors, reception. I don't see it, but I know it's here. It's gotta be here, right? D1. It's not the basement. Am I oh, there it is. I figured it'd be on the first floor. Okay. Stairs. Did she get up? No, she didn't. Oh, is there something in here? No? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, we're here, so we might as well just check on her. Okay, she's good. Could go down the elevator, but... I just walked right past the stairs, didn't I? Yes, I did. Jesus. How many times have we done that so far? Twice? Wait, am I dumb? No, that's a room. Oh, screw it. Stairs would have... Oh, they're right here. Okay. So this should be... Yep, floor 1. Okay, because the next one would have been the basement. Doctor's lounge is up through that door. Yeah, this is one of the more boring parts of the game. And I do apologize for that. It's not that it's boring, it's just we don't have a whole lot to analyze right now. So let's find that code. What's in here? Bullets. We have got to be... Just remember that pattern. It's an L. And that's to the nurse office or whatever it is on the second floor. But it's important we take everything we can find. She's getting up. Before she even... Oh boy! Okay. God, if she hit us, that would have sucked. Come back up here. Maria's over there. We're not gonna go check on her this time. We just got done checking on her. Shit, did I just go the wrong way? Nope, we're going the right way. There's something near, but I think we're okay. Okay, so 3. Oh, I'm done. 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay. The Darth Vader sounds that this game makes. Time to watch James do more gross stuff. Can't read that either. Okay. Disgruntled patient. And I think we can use... Okay, Pyramid Head's around. The disease. Okay. And then we can take that back to the X-ray room, which is not on this floor. Awesome. Okay, he didn't do something stupid that time. Is that a nurse? Yeah. Okay, so treatment room is open to us. And I believe the exam room. X-ray, there it goes. Okay, so it's on the 3rd floor. Sorry guys, I do check the map a lot. I did mention that before. We're gonna have to end this one soonish too. This might be one of the longer ones because... Wait. I'm dumb. I didn't take it down. Okay. I'm having fun with the game right now. And I would very much like to not just have to end it. Where the hell is... There it is. Okay. We should be safe in here. And this should be the last one. And I think it's... Wait, where's the mark? There it is. Damn it. There you go. Is it a 7? So we want to go... What is it? Left 4. Right. I don't know if that's a 7 or a... I have no idea what that number is. 30... 39? 30... It's 30 something. 30 something. And then left 12. Okay, it's right across the way. Oh, he wrote it down. 37. It was a 7. That's the... Who the hell wrote that 7? Doctor's handwriting, right? Okay. I mean, I know James writes it down, but... Easier for me just to write it down, too. Hold on. Let's make sure she doesn't get back up. Okay. Left 4. Oh shit, hold on, we fucked it up. Right 4. Left 37, so it says 38, 7, right 12. There we go. Okay. That's gross. Me personally, I don't think I'd be able to step in this room. This is disgusting. Sure as hell not pulling back the curtains either, or the covers. That's... There's broken glass in the bed. I never noticed that. From where? Because that's the observation room. Once again, this is some... This feels like some Russian sleep experiment shit. Okay. Director's office. I'm gonna go this way. Get back to the stairs. Oh, wrong stairs. These the stairs? These are not the stairs. That's not the stairs either. There they are. And the director's office was on the 2nd floor. And I think we just run through this door. Yeah. Into the big room. And then to the right. This one was just mostly gameplay, wasn't it? We didn't get to a lot of theories at all. We are saving this. And then let's listen to the tape recording, because we haven't done that yet. It's a creepy voice. Well, if we can say anything about him, he is determined. Okay. There's a code to these things. Let's see if we can actually just figure it out this time. We need the patient records. Patient 13. Move to L1. I never figured out how to do this. Okay, there's going to be a slight cut in this. So, I'm going to stand here. I'm going to figure this out real fast. And then I'll share it with you. Well, it'll probably be an accident again. So, hold on. Okay, you know what? After 3 tries of doing this, I finally realized what I'm looking for here. Now it just comes to... because those are the clearest numbers. That makes sense. Nope. There we go. Okay. So now... Wait, we can't get in here yet, can we? Yes, we can. Okay, there is a... Here it is. Puzzle right here. So we gotta put this thing together. Which means I'm gonna have to do some more writing down on what the symbols are. Wait, who comes up with this shit? remember this comes here. That goes there. The tail goes there. This actually goes there. Is that right? Does that feel right? That doesn't feel right at all, does it? No, let's do this. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we gotta move everything back by one. To make the longest lion known to man. There we go. Okay, so our code is weird circle thing. Hold on, I gotta write this down real fast. Circle thing. H cross 21. Dude sign. Booby. Girl sign. Evil girl sign. Moon. Illuminati 2025. Okay. And I think we have the key for it. Now, what did we do here? Ooh. Wait a minute. Crap. Hold on. Hold on. He wrote something down on here. Oh, he wrote it all down, but what does it mean? I think... Wait a minute. Six. Think it has something to do with these guys? Investigate. No, there's nothing on here. And this thing is broken, but... Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Okay. Let's put these signs in the way they show them. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know anything right now, if I'm being absolutely honest with you. Okay, that clearly wasn't it. So... there's something else here. What are we missing? And I'm sure somebody in here has remembered what we're supposed to do and is screaming bloody murder at me right now. And that's okay. Because sometimes I'm an idiot. Oh, what is the hell am I looking for? Because it's not on this, is it? Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, shit. That's what I'm missing. Hold on. So the code is actually Illuminati 2025 and H cross. Guy sign. Boob. Evil lady. And cake. I'm gonna call it cake. Okay. Told you sometimes I can be a little bit dumb. Okay. So 9 2 dude, boob, evil lady, cake. There we go. Rooftop. Nice. Oh, and there's a letter in here. Can't read that. The images become blurry, melting together. I can no longer tell. Not sure if I can do it. Well, maybe you can. This will take you where you need to be, but probably not the way you want. The foreshadowing. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta grab something to drink. Okay, we're back. Where are we headed now? 3rd floor, right? Because we got to get to the rooftop. The fastest way is going to be this way. And there's something here. I can hear the radio chattering a little bit. M1. Oh, you know what we need to do before we go to the rooftop? We gotta go check on our girl. Because at some point, I want to say at some point, she just kind of disappears out of that bed. And I thought it was at this point, but I'm not sure. Nope, this is it. See, I remember story beats, but I don't remember puzzles. And that's sad. Okay. I don't like that she's not there anymore. But she left us with nothing. Damn it, I thought those were bullets. We're gonna save before we go up there. And I guess since we're already on this side, we can just use the stairs that are right here, because this time I remember where they are. Wait a minute. God damn it. Never mind. I guess we're going the long way. But it was important that we came back to check. Because the merry ending pretty much relies on this section of the game. The other stairs, yep, right up here. So we can get to where we need to be, but not the way we thought we'd get there. I don't think there are any enemies up here, except for the one. But there are bullets over there. I mean, we have more than enough bullets. Yes, I am playing the game on light combat, but that makes it easier to talk about it and share those theories that I had. Oh, I thought we were going to jump over there. That is, if I remember the original game correctly, the original way he gets down. Okay, nothing else over here. Stare out the window all day. Feel nothing. Still raining. Rain again. The meds made me feel sick today. I guess I probably should have checked the back of that, yeah? Let's check the back. Haha. Not want to cause any more trouble for anyone. Whose letter is this? And why is it in the bell tower? Okay. Wow. Okay. Once again, there's a point where he easily could have killed James, but he didn't kill him. So I really don't think Pyramid Head has much to do with James, if anything. Other than just that disease that he can't fight to save his wife. And that's it. Now mind you, I'm not saying that that takes away from the importance of Pyramid Head. But at the same time, we can't just because we're playing James. Let me put it this way. And this goes for most of gaming. And I think this is something that I actually did want to talk about in the last video. And this one's already going to run long, so let's just get into this part. We may be able to... I'm going to wait for this thing to finish ticking because it's... You know, I just can't talk with this thing going. There we go. Okay, that makes life hella easy. Which I can save. So, what I was saying. Games and their stories. I think one thing that gamers in particular, and I don't see this so much when it comes to movies or TV shows or books. And there's actually a Touching Grass episode about these four medias and how they tell their stories. But this is just about gaming. For some reason, and I think it is partly because of the way the stories and games are told, that we are active participants in this. Just because we're active participants does not mean... I don't want to walk in here. Can I get out? Okay. Okay, we're fine. Just because we're active participants in this story, because we are playing the character, that does not make it our story. That's it. This is not our story. There's a lot of water here. We may be able to connect with characters in some way, shape, or form, But we can probably also connect with our next door neighbor in some way, shape, or form. That doesn't mean that the next... She's in there. We're going to wait. That doesn't mean that the next door neighbor's life is our life and we should have any kind of control or dominion over it. It's not the way that works out. The story is specifically James and Maria / Mary's story. It's not our story. And as much as we would like to think that Pyramid Head is our villain because we're playing one of the focal points of the story, and since this is the only one we control, we're like, oh yeah, it has everything to do with James. Everything here is revolving around James. The whole town is about James, and it's not about James. But let me put that in a way where it makes more sense. It's not about you. Like, I'm the one playing this game right now, and I can easily say, this is not about me. It's not. I have my theories about it, sure, but that doesn't make it my story. It's James's story. And with that said, I don't see how Pyramid Head is revolving around James. Yeah, he's not even the big villain of the game. That's what makes it even crazier. So, I mean, if you want to think that you're James and the world revolves around you, then I guess that's great for you. Good for you. But at the end of the day, it's not my story.
What?
It's not your story. And Pyramid Head just has very little to do with James.
Eddie told me.
That big, fat blabbermouth.
Laura.
Now we gotta
why
watch
do you keep
this.
running away from me? And how do you know about Mary?
I just do. What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No. I won't. Please, just... I need to know.
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine! Don't believe me! See if I care!
Hey!
Let go!
I'm sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Look, just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I've got to get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. From Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
Okay, before we start talking about what just happened here, I've got to get past this fight.
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here. Laura? Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Laura, open this door right now.
It's the magic word.
Laura.
Nope, that's not it. I guess I won't open it.
Get me out of here, you brat!
In your dreams, fart face.
You see how she's constantly poking at him?
There's something in here.
We gotta get to this later.
A big lying fart face. See ya, fart face.
Laura! Laura!
This is one fight that I absolutely hate. No, no, James, no! No, James, no! Where's the shotgun? How do we reload this thing? Okay. Come on. This fight creeps me out more than Big Daddy. Or Flesh Daddy or... whatever it's called. You know what? I don't have any... I'm worried I may not have the bullets for this. Over here. Over here. Fuck it. Woo! Ah, crap. I got it. Okay, I know there's extra bullets in the... I know there's extra bullets in the room in the back, but getting to those things could be really hard. Shit. Come on, James. Come on, James. Just... Come on, start shooting. Shoot, shoot. We don't need that. Shit. Oh. Okay. That thing's disgusting. As soon as we get past this other cutscene, we're gonna talk.
James. James. James.
Okay. We are now in Evil Brookhaven Hospital. Or Nightmare World Brookhaven Hospital. We're not going to try to run through this one, through this episode. I can't even do it tonight. Because truth be told, no turning back now. There really isn't. I think I just recorded like 3 or 4 episodes tonight. But they'll be coming out at the regular time. Unless I said like if each video gets at least 50 likes, or 50, 50 likes would be nice too. 50 likes, 50 views. I will release them Wednesday, Saturday. How does that sound? So, We're gonna walk around, try to find ourselves a safe spot. Oh, it's right there. But we really have to talk about the interaction that we just had with Laura and Mary calling out for James. God, I do kind of want to start going through this right now, but I don't think we really can. So let's just walk around for a bit. Enjoy the scenery, right? So, even if Laura met Mary last year, that means I'm going to assume that they've known each other for at least 12, maybe 14 months. I'll even go as high as like 16 months. That's nearly half the time Mary was sick. Nearly. So you know what? We can just say, 18 months. Screw it. We'll say 18 months. So anywhere between 12 and 18 months, they've known each other. Now, for James to never have noticed Laura at all in even the short end, a year and a half, is absolutely absurd. That doesn't happen. Nobody is that oblivious. And then, in the first, I think it was the first episode, maybe in the second episode, I had mentioned that he snaps at her. And that's what we do when we're in grief. Like, she hit a note that was so strong with him, he lost his shit. And this happens when we're dealing with grief, or guilt, or something. Once it's brought up in a way that we can't emotionally stabilize ourselves at that time, we snap. We're gonna get used to dropping down holes here soon. And then going back to Laura actually being part of the town, that she comes from the fog world, she comes from the nightmare world, she is part of the town, just like Pyramid Head is part of the town. She knew damn good and well what was in the room next door. I mean, she's a liar. We know that. I wouldn't even say, I think liar may even be too soft of a word. I'd say she's just a flat-out manipulator. We could say Maria manipulated James in, what is it? The strip club. I don't remember what it's called. But what Laura did to James right there, and even through the rest of it, that is almost the highest form of manipulation you can get. Maybe I'm wrong. If there's psychologists out there, let me know. I'm sure there's a stronger form. But and for this game, that's pretty much it. So, I don't even think Laura was trying to kill James when she essentially sicked flesh lips on him. Not even slow him down, but make him anger him so much that he starts making these just bad choices, where maybe he does take the knife and he does something with it, or any of the other endings that could happen, except maybe dog ending and UFO ending. But yeah, any of the other endings. Anything other than him leaving with Mary. Or Maria. Same person as far as this theory is concerned. Now, as he's being gurneyed here, basically, and I don't think he was being gurneyed here. I think that might have actually been Maria being gurneyed here. What we saw wasn't, he fell. And what we were watching was a hallway going by. Somebody strapped to a bed and being rolled down a hallway. And we got back to Maria, and she wasn't there. So maybe, just maybe, the disease took her, or part of it, and it was sending her closer and closer to her first death. Because she's already getting sick, right? Or she's sick again. But, I think that was Maria's voice. Or Mary, like I said, they're the same person as far as this theory is concerned. Can we go in here? No, we can't. I think we've seen as much of this place as we possibly can. So anyway, that's where we're at with this theory right now. And it's a little wet again. Is it wet? Yeah, it's water. And that's what I meant before about the stories, that it's not our story. This story, I don't even think it's James's story. It's focusing mostly on Mary. The villain or the antagonist that a lot of us would consider as the antagonist of this game isn't really after James. And somehow, like, there's a scene in this, the first time she dies, and we're going to see it because this is going to be a full playthrough. It's going to be a long playthrough because, as I mentioned before, at the end of the day, this is an analysis video. But we're going to see her die. How does she not get away? How do the elevator doors conveniently start closing right as James gets in? Like, he didn't hit a button. He runs in there, the doors start closing, and she gets shish kebabbed. So, it didn't even come close to killing him. Like, that blade, it was close-ish to him, and Pyramid Head could have killed both of them, but he didn't, because he's not some compassionate angel. He's the disease that Mary had. And I said before that I think she had several forms of cancer, melanoma being one of them, and then whatever other cancer she may have had inside. I don't think it was leukemia, because that would have wiped her out well before 3 years. Especially, like, I think this game's supposed to take place in the 80s, like late 80s, 90s, something like that. Yeah, she's gone in a few months. A year tops. But when we look at the Nightmare world, and yeah, this is the Silent Hill that we're in right now, what we're looking at right now, this ties back to the first game, which is the world that Alessa Gillespie made. But if we want to put it in context of James and Mary, or Maria, it's straight cancerous. It spreads everywhere. And this is where Pyramid Head is the strongest. And, oh, that door was open. I was like, wait, that wasn't open. And that's why I think that whatever it was she had, it was some sort of cancer. Just, if I had to put a location on cancer, or a scenery or an environment on cancer, this is it. This is 100% it. This rotting, festering, decaying structure. This is cancer personified. And there's parts of this game too when Pyramid Head is chasing James. So there's 2 points where he's chasing James. And I mean, like, proper chasing him, other than the first boss fight we did in, what, episode 3 or 4? I'm losing track right now. as he's walking down the hallways, or as he's coming after James and he's holding his great knife, which is actually just half a blade of scissors, as he's passing through things, it starts decaying more and more and more, like a cancer. So that's what I'm going with. Mary had cancer, at least 2 forms of cancer, but it could have just been the one, and I think the one is definitely melanoma. Yeah. With that said, I'm gonna wrap this up. We are done. I'm gonna save it one more time because we've been playing this for way longer than it should take us to even beat this game, so whatever. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on that theory and what you think. I mean, do you defend the established theory, or do you have some of your own? Or you want to riff off some of the ones that I've thrown out here? Because we still have, like, we got to get through this. We have to get through the prison. We have to get through the labyrinth. So really, we're like 40% through this game. We've got a lot of time, and there's going to be a lot more theories tossed out there and refining of other theories. So let me know what you think. Drop those in the comments and I will read them. I may not respond to them in the comments, but I'll respond to them I probably won't respond to them in the next video because this will all be recorded well before I'll see any comments. So I guess I'll respond to them in the comments. So anyway, with that said, we're saved. We got James's big red face. You guys take care of yourself. Hug your loved ones. Bye for now.